All right.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, hi. You're here.
Philip and I are here today to show you, what do you call it?
Our first aid.
We want to be able to share what we do as it relates to dealing with first aid or emergencies, maybe we
Yes.
call it. So, as you know, we live far from the closest town. It's 1.5 hours each way. And during emergencies, when something happens, we have our own first aid kit.
But even if it's an hour and a half, my love, the ER in that place is not always open. They close it several times a week because they don't have enough doctors, and you know that's all politically created situation. So if we have to go to an ER, we are not guaranteed to be able to go to that one, and the other one is a 2.5 hour drive from here. So each way, you know, so we're on our own.
Yes, we're trying to be self-sufficient, but we're too far from being self-sufficient completely. But we're doing our best to not rely on the hospital and government and whatnot. But this is our first aid box, first aid kit, and yeah, it's a mess, but we have all kinds of bandages and
You can see. So the main item is our laser.
yeah, that's the number one thing that we want to share with you is the laser. That helps a lot over the years. For Philip, it's been, how long have you been using it?
14 years.
14 years. For
Yes.
me, just recently. But it's
With
been
me.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from the laser, which is the big thing and the number one, must have in our kit, it's just all the bandages. We just recently got the bleed stop to stop bleeding, just in case the minor cuts and all that. And we recently got this one, the
Tourniquet.
tourniquet.
After seeing Greg, who would have needed it.
Yes.
We thought maybe we should have one.
We also have the blood pressure. What do you call this?
It's I can't remember, but it's to measure the blood pressure.
Yeah, because Philip has a heart problem.
Yeah, I had blood pressure issues before, but I was able to take care of it with eating beets regularly and my laser.
Yes. And aside from that, most people, number one you take, usually is polysporin and or, what else? Advil, just to relieve the pain and all that. Yeah, these are just the usual kit that you normally find in your first aid kit. Just normally bandages. And
we have some pills.
We also have some, all the dog stuff are here too. Some are in the box, but they have some first aid medicines here that we use for the dogs. And the laser can be used with all animals and humans.
Yes. Any living being.
Maybe you have to show it to us,
okay.
how you treat your heart. And this is also what I use. I will share a clip of when I burned myself on the wood stove in 2021 in February. I burned myself the whole arm on the wood stove, and I used the laser after after a minute that I burned myself, and the burning sensation was too much to bear, but I had the laser, so I lasered myself for 40 minutes and the pain was gone right away. So Philippe is treating his heart. How many times do you treat your heart a day?
Every evening I do maybe like an hour even, or I just do this while I'm watching TV. I have even I have a strap that I put around my chest and it holds it in place, so I have my hands free to do other stuff. And I do also a treatment. This one is called Universal 2, I believe. It's just I do like a few points to where the blood vessels are closer to the surface to really give the effect in the blood, and that gives a whole body effect. And that one is the one I use, the treatment I use for blood pressure, dealing with blood pressure. And basically, if I were to cut myself, then I would apply the laser exactly where I cut myself. Often, like this morning, I already did it. The other day, I was walking in the snow, and there was some ice underneath the snow. So if you remember, this summer I injured my knee.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit weaker than the other one. And when I slipped, I didn't fall, but I just slipped, and I hurt my knee a little bit. So overnight it was hurting me. It woke me up. So in the morning I just treated it, and I just apply it right where the pain is, and that's all it takes. And then the pain decreases or actually disappears completely. It depends on, you know, how much damage was done. But if I keep applying it over the day and the frequency of how often I apply it, it actually disappears.
How does it heal?
Well,
What does it have that it
okay,
makes
so
it heal?
So I won't go into too much details, but our bodies, they heal themselves. So if you cut yourself,
Yes.
you're not gonna have a cut for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So that natural ability to heal itself is always working,
Mm-hmm.
but it does take energy. Right? So this device increases the energy available for the healing process to happen. And how it does that, if you know some biology, you know that the energy our cells use, so when we eat the food is transformed into a molecule called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay? Seriously, I know that because of
Okay.
my swimming experience, right? And school. So the way that the food is transformed in ATP is called the Krebs cycle. And when the food is transformed through the Krebs cycle, not all the food ends up becoming ATP molecules. There's some losses. What the laser is the thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't look at it.
Okay.
Because it's not, you're gonna hurt your
You
eyes.
guys can look at
But in the camera, you can definitely look at it.
Okay.
And what it does, the laser increases the efficiency of the Krebs cycle. So more of your food becomes ATP molecules,
Mm-hmm.
which means that there's more energy available in your body to support the healing system. Okay. Now, the blue dot, those are this is the ultrasound, I believe. So the ultrasound, it just shakes the cells of the body to allow the effect of the laser to penetrate into the tissue. There's also magnets, and the magnets is to keep the cohesion of the effect and direct the effect. And the LED, those are different colors, and the sequence in which they light up gives the message of the healing process to occur. So these four radiances combined together really have a big effect on how your body or our body can heal themselves. And you know, I didn't know, I didn't believe it at first.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it was a year, almost a year and a half after I got my first device, I did a test to kind of prove to myself. I was not sick or anything, but I had a wart on my toe. And I thought, well, if this can take the wart away, then I'll know for sure it's working. because that wart, I had it like I was in my 30s when I did that, and I had the wart when I was in my teens swimming. So, and I had tried to remove it, dug it, take tweezers, froze it, very messy and bloody and painful, but it always came back. And for 3 months, I applied my laser directly on the wart, twice a day, 10 minutes. And after 3 months, it was completely gone, and it never came back. There was no blood, there was no pain in that process. It was just me having to take the time to do that twice a day. So, and then after that, I was convinced. But it did take a long time after that, even though I was convinced, for me to think of pulling my laser out the first right away when something was not going well, you know.
But maybe explain to them there's different points. I don't know. Is it the same time, same frequency that you?
And that's very simple. So if you look at that, you can see that the green buttons is for the duration of how long it just turned itself off now. But the green buttons is to set the laser on how long you want it. So mine, I always use the 10 minutes because I keep turning it back on after each 10 minutes. The red button is for the functions on this one. To turn the ultrasound on and off, that sort of thing, and like the volume, that sort of thing. The blue buttons it really determines on how deep in the body the effect will go. So the number 5, it will send the effect deeper into the body.
So like your heart.
So my heart is always 5.
And headache.
So organs is always 5. And then let's say for the skin, then you would go to 1,000. So if you just have like a cut or a scratch,
like a burn.
But for a burn, it's 1,000 or the V. And the V, what it does is just rotates between all 3, right? But it depends on the severity of the burn. But 1,000 is really for the surface stuff. So yeah, it's very simple. Yes.
It's not heavy. It looks bulky, but it's really light, and it's everyday essential. You can bring it with you when you travel or anywhere you go. But again, of course, take care of it because it's quite.
That's one of the
ones.
earlier version. This one I've been.
Look at the difference. This is
see.
wired. This one, the new one is wireless.
And I have even another one. Like I have 3 of them.
Yeah, they evolved over the years. Those are the first ones, I think.
Yeah.
They had another one that's
the Palm. There's the Palm. You can find it
on their website.
And the Palm is same technology, but it just doesn't have the ultrasounds on it. So it gives a more softer, mild effect than using this one, for example.
Yeah.
It still heals, but it's more gentle.
But I think this is like the best product.
This is the newest.
Because it's the newest.
And this, so all the things that the comments and the feedback the company got from the other models, as they all have been
integrated here.
Exactly.
So this is the most advanced
Yes.
laser that they have from all the previous lasers that they had in the past.
Yes.
So yeah, this is one of our go-to when we get injured, when we feel pain, and trying to heal.
And we take real good care of it because it's precious, Yeah. So it's really well done. And then there's a user guide. So it's online. And it shows you on the diagram exactly where to apply the laser for different conditions, and the list of condition is like extensive. And there's also I don't know how many case studies, but thousands of them, I would
Yeah.
say.
Feel free to visit their website. There's a lot of good reviews, and they have a YouTube channel as well where there's a lot of information from people who's currently using the laser.
And yeah, like if you want a real scientific explanation, they have a video that will explain that in detail, you know.
Yeah, this video is not sponsored, but we really want to support this company. They're friends of Philippe for like 15 years now,
Yes.
and he's been using this product for 15 years.
It's 2010 I got
2010.
it.
So he's been using it since then, and until now, he swear by it.
yeah. Like I can say that I might be dead if I didn't have my laser, just because of my heart condition. So that's
it's scary.
how much I swear by it. Yeah.
Yes. Well, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and you can find the link for this company in the description below. Thank you so much.
And now we're gonna go do some stuff outside. It's sunny today, finally, and not too cold. So I want to get going on doing some repairs on stuff.
Okay. See you guys next time.
Okay.
That's when you have headache.
Mm-hmm. And then I move it around.
Oh, you move it around.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes or repeatedly for...
Until the headache goes.
Oh.
Or until I'm tired. What it does is just increases the energy available for the healing. So you can never have too much energy for healing. It's the body that does the healing. It's not the device.
Mm-hmm.
But what the device does, it supports the body by allowing the body to produce more energy for the healing to happen.
Now we're gonna show you how we treat Raven. Raven has or had a lot of wound in the past, and we use the laser on him as well.
Here.
But right now he has with this one, he has a wound on his toe because he's licking it to the bone. So now we're letting it heal by using the laser. Solo.
What is the chicken doing? Huh? Is the chicken trying to bite your toe?
Raven, lay down.
It's gonna sit down.
Okay. So this, I can do this for as long as I want. But we normally do it in the evening or twice a day when we are inside the house. Yes, and Solo is in the house too, roaming around, pooping. Alright, Solo? Stop it! Hey! Don't do that. We're showing them how we're using the laser on Raven. You want me to use it on you too? Oh, look at that. Oh, you like it, Solo?
She's jealous of the attention Raven is getting.
Oh, there you go. We can also use it on Solo.